Hello and welcome. Hope you are enjoying this festive season wherever you are. Glad you could join us this Saturday, the 26th of December 2015. You're watching Weekend at 1 with me, Sharon Momanyi. Let's begin by taking a look at the news making headlines this hour. Tension in Narok after revenge attacks. Christmas travelers in 6-hour traffic jam on Thika Superhighway. And scores killed in Nigeria gas explosion. Let's begin in Narok with some rather sad news where one person is reported dead following clashes between two communities over stolen livestock in Mau, Narok. Police say they have arrested one person in connection with the clashes that took place last night. Now, according to the Red Cross, approximately 50 homesteads have been touched and more than 300 people displaced and are currently camping at Township Primary School in Olenguruoni. There is heavy deployment of security forces in the area to forestall any further violence between the Maasai and Kipsigis communities. At least 8 people have been injured, with majority of them nursing arrow wounds. Tension has been simmering in the area following cattle rustling between the two communities. Let's go to Busia now, and police in Busia have arrested a man reported to have hacked his wife to death over a phone call from an unidentified person. The woman is said to have received the phone call at about 9 p.m. but refused to inform the husband where the phone call was coming from. And now, because of this refusing to identify the caller and his reasons for calling, the man is said to have then hacked the woman to death. This is reported to have provoked the man, who then killed the wife using a machete. And crossing borders now to Nigeria, still very sad news, and a huge explosion at a butane gas depot in southeastern Nigeria left tens of people dead. These are reports from Nigeria's president. The fire raged for more than 5 hours before being extinguished. Now, witnesses say that the bodies of workers and customers at the depot in Newi in Anambra State had been injured beyond recognition. Now, many customers had gone to the plant to fill up their gas bottles to cook meals on Christmas Day. Staff inside the plant are reported to have been trapped. The ferocity of the blast also damaged houses in the surrounding area. Passers-by were also caught up in the explosion. This is according to reports. You don't get okay. Indeed, very sad news there. Now, President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama have paid tribute to U.S. soldiers in a joint address wishing Americans a Merry Christmas.
This is one of our favorite times of year in the Obama household, filled with family and friends, warmth and good cheer. That's even true when I spend all night chasing Bo and Sonny away from the cookies we leave for Santa. It's also my favorite weekly address of the year because I'm joined by a special holiday guest star, Mrs. Obama.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
During this season, we also honor all those who defend those values in our country's uniform. Every day, the brave men and women of our military serve to keep us safe, and so do their families.
So as we sing carols and open presents, as we win snowball fights,
or lose snowball fights,
let's all take time to pay tribute to those who've given our country so much.
Back to the country now, and it was a colorful, entertaining, informative, and so much more. The Turkana Cultural Festival served to bring communities together for a week-long cultural explosion. Now, our reporter Mercy Kandie was there to witness it. Let's revisit her story.
It's beautiful, showcased with pride, with elegance, and a dance. This is part of what was Turkana Tourism and Cultural Festival, dubbed the Tobonglore, translating to welcome back home. Turkana County taking pride as the cradle of mankind.
Mahali chimbia ile mafupa ya Turkana Boy, nitajenga mkumbusho ya kuonyesha mali gani yalipatikana, na pia tutaweka kama monument.
Mifupa ile yote iliyokotwa, all the skeletons that have been collected that are dated many million years ago, we will try get them and store them in this science center. Hata zile zingine zote ambazo ziko ng'ambo, including the original bones of Turkana Boy, we will be wanted to be brought from Nairobi once we have that science center. Ziwe hapa hapa.
The rich culture, part of what the county is known for, that which is celebrated and showcased for the world to see, the 9 Turkana clans.
Na sisi katika Turkana hii tumesema mila yetu hiyo ndiyo imetushika, imetuweka pamoja. Tukiwa na njaa, sisi bado ni Waturkana. Tukiwa na kiu, sisi bado ni nini?
Nilisema mbeleni nitajaribu kutafuta njia ya kujenga manyumba ya mkumbusho, tunasema kama museum, lakini ni kubwa. Na sasa tuko tayari kuongea na serikali ya Turkana na serikali ya Kenya tupewe sehemu fulani ya kujenga hii mjengo.
They came dressed and ready to entertain from all the sub-counties of Turkana. The women complete with the skin and beaded attire. In line with the nomadic culture, the ekitolong, which is a small stool for sitting, is part of the men's attire. While searching for water and pasture, the scorching sun can get unbearable. The ekitolong then comes in handy. This untapped potential of a region that has for the longest time been underdeveloped would hopefully come out shining as an attraction for economic benefits.
Headline ya magazeti yote, prime time news yote kusema North Rift is a haven of peace. It is the investment destination in Africa and the rest of the world.
North Rift hopes to position itself as the desired tourist attraction destination, bringing together counties and channeling its resources to better the region's economy. Delegations from Ethiopia, South Sudan, Uganda and neighboring counties, including the Pokot community, were represented here. The theme of the festival being to foster peace among these warring communities. The hope that as the radiance of the culture is protected with pride, then the peace too among the border communities will thrive. Mercy Kandie, KTN, Turkana County.
Very colorful and impressive indeed. Now, Christmas travelers to Mount Kenya region were yesterday stranded in a 6-hour traffic jam that stretched from Thika town to Nairobi's Roy Sambu area. Thika Superhighway was impassable for the better part of the day. Vehicles were bumper to bumper. There was no clear explanation to what really caused the massive traffic jam. Traffic started in Nairobi's Roy Sambu area, headed towards Moranga.
Jamu hapa imeshikana kuanzia asubuhi Thika Road. Lakini ni juu ya Christmas. Christmas imekuwa kubwa. Watu wamenunua magari, mapersonal car imejaa huku, ndio wanaweka traffic jam.
Hii jamu ndio imefanya tukose pesa. Kwa sababu watu wametoa mpaka ile magari mzee wameleta kwa barabara.
Now, he fled troubled Burundi 20 years ago and has overcome all odds to become a star musician in Kenya. He had run away from civil strife which had hit his mother country again. Meet Burundian musician Jean-Pierre, commonly known as Kidum, on Daring Abroad with Alex Chamwada.
Far away from his mother country after running away from civil war, but belting out inspirational music that vibrates beyond the borders. He is known as Kidum, but his real name is Jean-Pierre Nibona.
Kidum name, I was given it when I was born, because I was born fat baby. So
Fat baby.
Yeah, I was very big, and the Kidum, it was compared to a gel can of 20 liters of water, gel can. So the same size. That is what people, they told my mom, you've got a Kidum baby. I didn't like that name, so I tried to fight it. But more I was fighting the name, more it was getting bigger. So until I gave up.
Kidum says he was born in a family with no music background.
My mom was a mkulima. My dad was working to one shop in town, to a mzungu shop. To symbolize the drum, the gel can of 20 liters. Amazingly, at the age of very young age, I started looking for that same mutungi to start tapping the percussion. Yeah? 10 people were so surprised. This guy's name is Kidum, and he's looking for a proper Kidum to play the percussion. This guy will be a musician.
The 41-year-old Burundian singer says his parents were disciplinarians.
You have to bring the result at home. At least qualify yourself on 10 first position, at least. But starting for number 11, it was a crime. You don't go back home. With your report form, you don't go back home. I remember when I was young, there was a video I used to watch in one public area. We used to go and watch movies. Then before the movie starts, we could see some music like Kanda Bongo Man. So that is when I saw Kanda Bongo Man performing in Nyayo Stadium, and I saw the Honorable George Saitoti came to watch. I saw the Machoka was the MC. Then I say, oh, this country is beautiful. That is when I started thinking about Kenya. But to plan to come when you don't know where you're going, it was difficult. But something came up in Burundi, the civil war.
Due to the political instability in the country, he fled to Kenya in 1995 to continue with his talent.
It was in every youth that we have to fight this war. So then my dad didn't want me to join the army in one hand or the rebellion in the other hand. He gave me only $60 as he was chasing me away. Go somewhere. Go and do what you used to do. I know I used to forbid you to do music, but this time around, go and play music.
He was lucky to be absorbed in Hot Rod Band owned by Mike Mutisia.
It happened in Westlands when I went to visit to watch the band playing because I missed music, and it was a very long time I didn't play music. Then their drummer was late. Then I had to help them while we were waiting for the other drummer. So I had to play for them. From that moment, the boss said that this one plays good. So I was employed. Then the story of going to Kakuma refugee camp was a no-go zone for me.
Which is your best song ever?
Kama ni mapenzi ya kuniudhi kila saa, ya kunifanya mikulia, na kama ulidhiki na mbona uchasema ili niweze rekebisha etc. Yes, I'm a Christian Catholic, but I always get inspiration in gospel music. In fact, how I sing, I think I'm supposed to be a gospel singer, because I sing with so much emotions, and I sing real thing.
Given your background, what you've gone through in Burundi, you ended up here under very difficult circumstances. What advice would you give to Kenyans?
To remain united, yeah, and what they have, which is peace, is what people have been seeking for so many years in other countries like Somalia. You've never witnessed a war.
And that's Daring Abroad.